I want to talk DePriest. I want to talk about the Schmutz.
What's the Schmutz?
Let's talk about the
You should know
Schmutz,
about the
dude.
Schmutz, dude.
Let's talk about the Schmutz. I can't go into great detail about it.
Exactly. So, like, when I said that there's things I want to talk about that may or may not be incriminating, low key one of them, but like we can dance around it, like be tactful, because it's very well known that there was an incident going around Camp Lejeune. And it was when we were getting ready to go to Bridgeport, or like just overall doing the work up to Okie.
We have gotten back from Bridgeport.
Okay, so it was when we got back from Bridgeport, and we're getting ready to leave for Okie, and a Marine in the Wallace Creek area had showed me and some other Marines of a vape juice that would get you high as fuck for like 15-30 minutes, like a high that like is not good. And like we all knew it wasn't, but like we still did it anyway because like got us fucked up. And well, it took off from there. So like I showed a couple of dudes, and like they obviously showed a couple of dudes, and then it just spread like wildfire. And dudes were buying up all of this vape juice, and we called it Schmutz because we didn't know what it was. It was just like it'd schmutz you out. So dudes were like buying these vapes and schmutzing out at Wallace Creek to the point where like an ambulance would show up once a week at the barracks because some dude would be like fucking seizing out in the quad, dude, like dropped his ass. And it ended up getting to the point where like Marine Corps Command was putting like warning signs like all over like the command buildings, like, yo, like look out for the schmutz. Like you guys can't be doing this. It's not legal. Even though it's not written in the order, it's still not okay. Mm-hmm. And one of these Marines who's in my peer group went to the weapons company office. And when he went in there for like, I don't know, it was like some Humvee shit. It was like something personal. And when he went in there, he heard all of our chain of command freaking out about where the schmutz was coming from. And he's like, oh, I know where it's coming from. And he like opened up his phone and pointed at a shop in Jacksonville. And they were like, are you sure this is where the schmutz is coming from? He's like, yeah, like everyone goes there to get the schmutz. And then it was like a week later, NCIS had fucking smashed that shop up. And like you'd go up to it and like everything inside was broken. It was a smoke shop with like bongs and stuff. And they had just obliterated the entire place. It was mad, dude.
Disclaimer, I never partook in any of those activities.
Allegedly.
Good Marine right here. Good Marine right here. Still in Marine Corps. Don't kill me. Don't ruin my career. Never partook in any of this. However, my roommates did. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you about the severity of which this was going on at. We would get off work. My roommate, he would start playing, God damn, what was it called? Mountain Blade Warband. He'd start playing that, and he'd just start taking fat fucking rips of his fucking schmutz, dude. Just sitting there playing a video game, dude. He would go, really, like, be so fucked up. He falls out of his chair, passes out, falls on the ground. Be like, bro, you good, dude? He would wake up. He'd be like, couldn't even talk, dude. He's like, at Tater Town. You would think he was special ed back in high school. He was fucked up.
Literally drooling on yourself.
Drooling, dude. It was bad, dude. I was like, bro, this
ugly.
shit is fucking crazy, dude. Like, why would you want to get like that?
Not good stuff.
I get moved over to golf company. Now, I will talk about this guy. Backstory, he gets in a car accident going home for holiday leave before the first Okie deployment. So, and he fucks his back up pretty bad. So, this guy, he's on painkillers. So he's taking like Oxy, like, I don't know, Valium or some shit, some fucking crazy ass painkillers. And he's also hitting fucking schmutz. And this dude's got a 6-coil fucking mod. Like some crazy fucking shit, dude. He just fat fucking rips, dude, with the droppers in there, dude. Anyways, this dude, he'd be passed out all fucking day, man. And this is how fucking crazy it got, dude. He would just give me his debit card and go get me food. I'd be like, what do you want, man? Cinnabon Delights, Taco Bell, get whatever you want, dude. I would go to the fucking Taco Bell, dude, ring up his debit card, buy as much fucking food as I can handle, eat his Cinnabon Delights on the way back, and just leave him on his fucking rack. And like he was passed out, dude. He wouldn't wake up. And I remember one day, dude, I woke him up. He was like, "What day is it?" And I was like, "It's Wednesday." He was like, "It's not Sunday." I was like, "No, dude." He just like passed back out again. We were doing like room inspections or something. Somebody fucked up somewhere, dude. I remember Corporal Ellison, Jory Ellison, solid section leader, good Marine. He came up to me. He's like, "Where's?" I was like, "Go in there and talk to him." He walks in there, and the next thing he's like, "You fucking bitch, are you high?" And all hell broke loose to this guy. He was having stepped out of the Marine Corps not long after. And he really fucked up because he would have got like 100% disability for the rest of his life if he had not gotten caught getting fucked up on the schmutz.
We had an intervention about the schmutz whenever we went to that range in Virginia. I forget what it's called.
AP Hill?
AP Hill, yeah. And it was like me and like a bunch of like my peers. I'll never forget this. We got like that fucking pizza that's at that pizza place. And I remember just talking to everybody. We're like, we all know we got to stop. Like, this is just rotting our brains. Like, we gotta chill.
Thank God y'all did, dude.
Yeah, so bad, dude. It was like just a surreal time to watch that go down and like be involved in it and watch like the severity increase to the point where like it's such an underground thing, and then blow up to the point where like ambulances are coming and then Marine Corps Command's like putting warning signs out.
It was a large scale Marine Corps epidemic, particularly at Lejeune, because not only was it going on at 2-8, it was going on at other units too. Yeah. And you also had guys falling out as well. Like that was a dark time.
Those signs are still there. I know those signs are still there because they were there when I left.
I remember the event that happened at AP Hill. It happened in my company. We had a kid. His name was his dad was a master gunnery sergeant in the Marine Corps, retired. And this kid had fallen out of the rack because he was so fucked up on the schmutz. And like they're going there to try and tend to him. He's like, fucking, he's fucked up, dude. And they're like, "What's going on, dude?" And he points. He literally just goes like, points at his vape, and they're like, "Fuck." Admin stepped out of the Marine Corps. Dad did. He retired out of the Marines. His son's getting admin stepped out after a year and a half. So it was a big deal. Not even a year and a half. Maybe that kid probably hadn't even been in a year because he was a fresh boot at AP Hill. So if you're out there, hope you're doing good, brother, because that sucks.
I will never forget this time. Like I was a freshly like new boot when like Schmutz was going around, and I had hit it like before like I went to bed. I was like, I'm gonna like go to bed and like chill out for a little bit. I'm in bed like freaking the fuck out, paranoid as shit, like high out of my mind. And all I hear in the hallway is like doors opening and closing, like slamming shut. And I know it's my seniors. And like they're getting drunk. And I'm like, I swear to God, like if one of them knocks on my door, I'm fucked. Like I'm like, this is like my worst nightmare right now. It's terrifying.
Yeah, it's like, how like somebody is like when they're stoned off of weed, they're like what? Like that. Not what Schmutz would do. Schmutz would just make you full on retarded. Like,
yeah, dude. It's like you got suffocated for like 10 minutes with barely any air. Gasping for air.
No, God bless.
We gotta get off the subject, man. I can't.
Yeah, I'm about to say, how do we go from machine gunner stuff to like,
we gotta get off
it. Wait. I got one more closing story for it. So my roommate at the time, who was Lance Corporal Alvin, he's actually my neighbor right now. We were roommates, and I had my Schmutz vape on my desk, and I'm FaceTiming my mom, and he has no idea what Schmutz is, and like it's in the vape, and he picks it up and he starts like taking huge puffs of it like behind my head because I'm FaceTiming my mom. He thinks he's like has no idea that he is just taking massive puffs of this Schmutz, and he has no experience with this whatsoever. So then it starts to hit him. He's like, "Well, I'm a little like lightheaded." He lays down in his rack like a fucking mummy and just is complete paralysis. He can't move. And like me and a couple of Marines are like looking at him. We're like, "Yo, like you good?" And he can't talk. And all you see is a single tear just run down his cheek. And then he later came to and we talked to him. He's like, "Yeah," he's like, "I heard you guys," but he's like, "I couldn't move. And all I could do was cry." I'm like, "Damn, man."
Ruined. Yeah, I'm telling you, that shit was bad news, man.
Some Indian dude selling it.
Bad news.
It's pure count.
Here I am, fucking.
Now, with all said and done, what do you think has longer lasting effects? We're talking Schmutz or the Lejeune drinking water?
Schmutz for sure, man. Dude, the Lejeune drinking water hasn't been a thing since 1987. And my dad, he was stationed there from 83 to 87. He was a corpsman with a 2nd Recon. So he was drinking that shit hardcore. He's doing just fine. So, but I'm telling you right now, dude, if you're heavy on the schmutz back in fucking 2018, you've lost IQ points for sure. For sure, you've lost IQ points.